Hello everyone, Sigs here, and welcome back to Fire Emblem Path of Radiance for the Nintendo Gamecube. Picking up with Chapter 22 now. Seems like a pretty interesting chapter ahead, so let's get into it and we'll explain what's going on as we go. Looks like we're starting off with some cutscenes and dialogue, so as always I'll let that roll on screen. Feel free to read it if you'd like, and skip ahead if you would prefer. Alrighty, Chapter 22, continuing our advance here as the army of Ike marches forward. Man, that guy looks strong. Yeah, Soren ever the pessimist, or realist, I don't know, however you want to look at it. A little bit of a downer, though, sometimes, for sure. I mean, does that really matter? Don't we want to just stop the bad guys, you know? I mean, do we really care about the credit so much? I think he's paranoid about Nasir. He had his suspicions, but he wasn't able to prove them, and then Nasir betrayed us, so he's feeling, yeah. Feeling like he let the team down and doesn't want to do it again. But for now, he's just going to tell us about the last battle. So, yep, we spent a lot of gold at the start, just buying a bunch of weapons to use going forward. Still have a lot left over. Good amount of combat experience, and we recruited Toro Neo. We were 2 turns over for bonus experience, but we still get a pretty good amount, and performed exceedingly well, as per usual. So that should take us to the pre-mission setup here. which it does. So info, we have 2 conversations here, so I'll just run through this 1-star conversation if you'd like to learn more about Soothe, who we have not been using at all. Alright, so a little more information about Soothe there. And then we have a 2-star conversation, which should give us some information about the upcoming chapter that may be useful. So let's see what this man has to say. I know what this is about. I'll explain after. There you go. That's the tip there. So, as I was just talking about in the last chapter, there's that shove mechanic, which you can push a unit with a lower weight than you 1 square away. It's useful for your allied movements, and I probably should be using it more to push them an extra square, get an extra square of movement on them every turn. I guess you can use it on enemies as well. I wasn't aware of that. But in this upcoming chapter, one of the bonus conditions for bonus experience is that there are 18 priests in total, and I get 20 bonus experience for everyone that survives. So what I want to do is just push them out of the way so I don't have to fight them and kill them and get the bonus experience. So that's what that's about. Take a quick peek at our support conversations, see if there's any of them that we want to do. At some point, as we kind of approach the end here, I need to just start burning through some of these. I've been explaining every time what this is as I look through and decide what I want to do. Basically, it's just a stat boost for the 2 characters that stand next to each other. Also some interesting conversations, which I don't mind reading to learn more about the characters, get a little more depth of character development. Currently, I'm not sure that I want to do any of these, though. You only get 5 conversations per character. Ike, I want to do his last one with Soren. Kieran needs 1 more with Marcia. Mist, at some point, I should just start doing, and Rayson as well. I think Tanith. Yeah, Tanith was doing Marcia, though. So I need to wait for that. Jill needs to go, it's probably Har, I would assume, is that 3?1. Spoiler alert, that's somebody that I'm going to recruit. I don't even have Volk's last character yet. But Titania might as well start doing some. Tanith I'm waiting on. Rolf and Shannon I don't even use. Reese, not using at the moment. So let's see. So I am going to use Titania. Where is Mist? So Mist could do Boyd. Boyd hasn't done anyone. So I guess Boyd with Titania makes sense, and then Mist with... not Jill. Interesting that Mist and Jill have a conversation together. I'll do Jill rank 3 probably with Har, I assume is that last one. Maybe I do the 2 with Mist and Jill. Not that Mist is ever going to be near Jill in battle. Not that she's going to be near Boyd or Titania either. But I think, since I don't really have any other better options, Boyd and Titania can go ahead and do theirs. Yeah, let's do that. We'll start linking them. So let's see their first support conversation. Titania with Ike would also be decent, but I've already committed Ike to Soren and Oscar, so yeah, we'll do that. Titania and Boyd. Let's get their support going. Alrighty, so there's their first conversation, and then another consideration was, like, I don't know that I can do 2... Oh, interesting. I don't know that I can do 2 conversations per chapter, so with there only being 7 or 8 chapters left, I should start running through them, because, like, I don't want to get to the last chapter and then not be able to finish these off. Might as well have the support ranks going into the final few missions. And I'm not sure what this means. Excuse me. You haven't built enough trust to move to the next support level, so maybe I need to actually rank them up once and then earn quote-unquote trust by having them next to each other in actual missions. I'm not sure. I'm sure I could just look it up, but for now I'm not sure what that means, so let's just run through any of the ones that we're going to. Kira needs to wait to do the one with Marcia. Mist needs to go with somebody. Why don't I do Mist? She's not going to go with any of these other ones, so I might as well do Mist and Titania to 2. Boyd and Titania will eventually get to 3. Or do I do Mist? Mist is only going to get... I guess she can get 2 with Boyd, 2 with Titania. I think that's what we'll do. So Mist and Boyd will be at 3 with each other, and then at 2... Or sorry, Titania and Boyd will be at 3 with each other, and then each at 2 with Mist. So that's what I'm going to try to do. So let's do Boyd and Mist, and then we'll do Titania and Mist. See what Boyd and Mist have to bond over here. Is that the same line of dialogue from the one with Titania? Wait a minute. Oh, it literally is, but it's Mist this time. Alrighty, and we will do Mist with Titania as well. Alright, Titania and Mist gonna go on a little girls' trip to go shopping. That's the start of their support conversation. Jill, you know what, because I'm gonna do 2 Boyd and 2 Titania with Mist, so she has 1 left over. And then Jill's gonna do 3 with Har, I assume. So she's not gonna really do Leith, I don't think, because I'm not using Leith. So she might as well do 1 with Mist too, just for the hell of it. You know, it's kind of crummy because Mist is never really going to be next to these units. The way that I use her is she runs in and heals and then runs out so that she doesn't get hit. So it's very rare that she's actually going to be next to Boyd or Titania to even get the support bonus. But I guess if she goes in to heal them, she'll get the support bonus when healing them. So I guess that kind of makes sense. So anyway, we'll do her with Jill. Wait. Yeah, because then she'll do 1 Boyd, 1 Titania, and then Boyd and Titania go to 3, and then they each have 2 with her, and then, yeah, this all makes sense. So, okay, let's check out this conversation. Alrighty, that takes care of that, and just give me 1 second here. I'm actually just writing down what I plan to do here that I can check later. Last one I need is Kieran and Marcia. We'll go to 2. I can't do that right now. Where is Marcia? And then, oh yeah, and then Marcia will go 3 with Tanith. Alright, so I think I need to start using these units then to get them to unlock the next conversation. That's what we'll do, and then Rayson, it's not going to be able to go with Ike. I'm not using Tormod, so he might as well just do 2 with Tanith, because I'm not going to be able to do Oscar. Well, actually, Oscar has 2 with... Oh, he's no conversations left, because he already did Kieran. Kieran just has the 1 for Marcia. And then she has 1 with Kieran, 2 with Tanith, which brings Tanith down to 2 more conversations, so she'll do that with Rayson, and then Rayson will just have to have his last 3 conversations with Tormod, if that could even happen. But anyway, alright, I'm over-explaining all of this, but we're going to do this conversation, so... Alright, well, that was a rather curt conversation, but in the next one, perhaps they will warm up to each other. It's kind of a shame because if you're into like these characters and whatever, a lot of these conversations would be interesting to read, and unfortunately you do not get to see very many of them in a given playthrough, so all the more reason to keep running through the game. There is a New Game Plus feature, and there are actually some unlocks for clearing the game, I think like 1, 3, 5, 10, and 15 times. So you could see them all eventually, but in this playthrough, we're only seeing a limited amount. But anyway, we need to get moving here because we got a fun mission coming up, and it's already been quite a while. So let's get our bonus experience out of the way. Now, right off the rip, let's just give a level to... You know, I need to check something real quick. Hang on. Alright, sorry about that. So what I've been wondering, because I've been using this bonus experience, and it just feels like the level ups I get from it are just really not good sometimes. So I was wondering if maybe you get better level ups from, like, getting them during a mission and not using bonus experience. That is actually the case, potentially. In the sequel to this game, you are guaranteed 3 stat increases from bonus experience, which could be better or worse than getting it in the mission. But I don't see anything that says this is better or worse. So let's do this. At this point, we're just rolling the dice, seeing if we get a good level up or not. That's not the best, but it's not the worst. There's something to be said, too, for like saving and then coming and doing the level ups and then like resetting if you don't get a good roll. I'm not going to min-max to that extent, but that is a possibility. So since it was only 2 experience points away, we get a level for him, start him the next mission a little stronger. Gonna put him in a racing 2. He's actually already quite high level compared to my other units. I don't think he promotes, I don't think any Lagoos promote, but he gets a good level up there, and he only gets 10 XP per turn if I chant with him every single turn, so it's going to slow down. These other units should catch up. Astrid gets double XP, so I'm not going to use any on her. Let's throw 6 into Marcia for the same reason. Alright, speed and luck, not a great one. Just double checking, I don't see anything that says Racing promotes. I don't think any of the Lagoos do. But we got a level on her. Now Volk, let me just do... I don't have a ton of XP. He's already pretty strong, but since a lot of the time he's like running around opening chests and stuff, he's not getting as much combat experience. And I did use my occult scroll on him, so I've already invested... Nice. Invested 1 of 4 occult scrolls into him to give him the master ability lethality, so I want to be using him if for no other reason than to like assuage my own sunk cost fallacy, so that I think it's worth it because I've already invested in him. But the way that that works is he has a percentage chance to instantly kill an enemy, and that percentage chance is based on his crit chance, and his crit chance is based on his skill, as well as the crit chance of the weapon. So I'll want him to have a weapon that actually has some kind of a crit chance, but it's half of his skill. Half of his skill as a percentage gets added in to the rest of the crit calculations. So he's got 12, you can see down there. So 12% chance to instantly kill any enemy. It's kind of cool, so we'll keep using him. Jill is falling a little behind, but she can catch up on her own. Soren should be able to keep leveling up on his own. Tannis already very high level. Titania's close to a level up, but I'm not going to invest in her. So my only other consideration is this gosh darn Nephany. So everyone, online that I was reading, said she's such a great character, and I use her in all my playthroughs, and I level her up, and she's great, and blah, blah, blah. And, she just sucks. For me, I don't know if she just got bad level ups. I mean, she's 16 strength, which is, like, I guess lower than, like, my other units, but, like, Astrid, same level, she goes in with her axe and just destroys things, and she also has the extra movement, 9 movement from being on a mount, and she has the Canto ability for being on a horse, which means that she can move again after attacking. So she's just so much better, and it's like, I've already spent all this bonus experience on Nephany, trying to get her to that point where she's like so amazing that I have to use her. And so I'm like, at this point, again, with the sunk cost fallacy, do I like keep going and keep investing in her and see if she becomes good? Or do I, at this point, just say, what, screw it, she's not cutting it, and put the XP into the units that are actually already good to just keep them rolling? So, I know I said this last mission, but I'm going to give her 1 more level up here. I should probably save before and reset if I don't get a strength point, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to do this. You have a lot of bonus experience, but give her another whole level. Oh my god. Okay, it's strength. 1 point, but it's strength, so that's fine. And we'll see about bringing her along and see if she's, like, good yet. And for the rest of this experience, I might just want to hang on to it for now. I do want Ike to level up a lot, but he should be able to level up on his own. Jill as well would be a prime candidate. Soren, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold on to the rest of this bonus XP and we can spend it next mission if we have to. Now, I did get a new occult scroll right here. So I can give this soul ability to somebody. It's going to, when it procs, give you as much HP as it deals in damage. So it's awesome for like a frontline unit, like a paladin or something that's going to run ahead, you know, take a lot of damage. But if they can heal themselves back, then they can just stay out there without concern. So I'm going to give it to one paladin at some point. I'm not sure which one. I think I'm going to wait until they're a little higher level, maybe 12, 15-ish, and see which one has the best stats, and then that's who I'll give it to. Currently, it's feeling like Oscar, but I think Astrid might catch up, even though she's like, her axe level's really low, because she wasn't able to start using one until she promoted. She was a bow user only before. But she's a good candidate. Otherwise, I think it's Kieran can use bow and axe as well. Oscar's locked into lance and axe, and his lance is already A rank, and axes are better, I think. So Kieran already has a higher axe rank, so maybe that makes it worth using on him. We have Titania as well, who has S rank axes. I didn't even realize that was a thing. She might have had that since the start of the game. So Titania's a good candidate. Anyway, I'm over-explaining. We'll figure out what to do with that scroll later is all I'm trying to say. So, once again, we're like half an hour in and we haven't even gotten to the mission, so I need to quickly get my characters set up here. So I need to clear out their inventories from any loot from the last mission. Notably, Volk here has a lot of stuff. So, I'm actually going to trade with Soren. He doesn't need this fire anymore. Well, I mean, it's kind of nice having the option. Oh, he can't even use it yet. He still needs to rank up his thunder more. So, alright, so that's just going to the convoy. Psychic's going to the convoy. I have 2 of them now. I'll use them on Mist later, and later missions when I need them. Currently, she already has 1, wherever she may be. Just 8 charges, which is going to be fine. So let me just make sure everyone has weapons. Keep that Regal Sword and the Goose Slayer for emergencies. Let me actually see what the shop has this time around, because it does seem to change with every mission. Oh, very cool. So, longbow. Don't really plan on using bow users too much, and I already have 2. But just give me one of them. And then this stiletto is, I think, it's a very good weapon for Volk. I don't know if it's the best one, but it seems to be. And it has a high crit chance, which means his lethality ability that I gave him has a higher chance of proccing. So I'm going to buy a few of those for him to have for the rest of the game. I don't want to burn through all my gold, but I'll buy 3. What I did last chapter was I bought just like a bunch of items just to like have them, so that going forward when I need weapons I just take them from the convoy, because it seems like every mission there's like different things that you can buy. So I want to buy whatever is on offer when it is on offer, because then I don't know when I'm going to be able to buy it again, basically. So I think I got 2 of each silver weapon last time. Steel axes I go through a lot, so let me just get a bunch of these. They're cheap and I use them on almost all my units. So give me, actually I want 5 in my convoy in addition to the ones that I have. Again, I bought silver weapons last time. Steel lance is another thing that I go through a lot of, so we'll make sure we have 5 of them. Burning through a lot of our gold here, but I think we're going to get more. Silver lance, we got 2. Steel sword, just give me 1. I don't really use swords besides Ike. Speaking of which, though, I may want to trade out that iron sword for a steel one, which I think I will. I think he's proficient enough to where a steel sword isn't going to, like, miss all the time, and there's really no need for the iron sword once you get to that point. So, give him the steel sword. I think we're good on, like, stocking up our convoy now. Do I have a wind? I'll just buy 1 just to have it, I guess. And I'm pretty sure I bought a shine last turn too, so last chapter too. So, okay. Let me just make sure everyone has items. Looks like Neff could use a new javelin. I know that I bought a bunch for this exact reason. You see how they're not on sale now? I should look here too. It's really expensive. I already have one. No, mend. Just buy one. And then heal. Just buy one. Those last a long time, so antitoxin, not sure I really need it. Just give me like 2. And then what do we have for vulneraries? Jeez, excuse me. Everyone's basically carrying one. I'm just going to throw a few into the convoy because they're super cheap and I want to go into every mission with everybody having some on hand. So let's take from the convoy her steel lance is fine. She wants a javelin because that one's getting low. I don't even know that I'm going to use her going forward as I explained, but we'll do that. Kieran needs a new steel axe. I don't even know why I use that iron axe on him anymore. It's like the steel axe is fine. He has the stats to get as much value out of the steel axe as an iron one, so I'll sell these 2 steel axes that are about to break. Probably not very efficient, but I don't like it taking up an inventory slot and then basically breaking at the start of the mission, so we'll give him a fresh one. Rayson's fine, he just needs healing items. Oscar's fine, he'll need stuff soon. Mist is fine. Astrid is fine enough. Jill's kind of at the same point with that iron lance where the steel lance just hits every time and does more damage, so I don't even really need the iron one. Her javelin's getting a little low too. I think I'll... you know what I'll do? It has 10 charges, so I'll put it in there. I use her a lot though, so I'll give her a fresh one. And then... I think I'll do the same with the steel lance. I won't sell it, but I'll just give her a fresh one for this next mission. Boyd needs to take a fresh steel axe. Jill is going to do the same thing with the javelin. I could probably just keep this one on her and get it broken and then have a fresh one. As long as she doesn't need to pick up an item, that's fine. Volk is good like this. Going to be using him to steal during this next mission, so he needs inventory space. Titania's fine. Tanith, I don't even know why I have a sword on her, just cuz, I guess. That's fine. And then, yeah, I think everybody's good. So the only other thing I might need to do here, 32 minutes in... oh, actually, there's 2 things I need to do. So, first thing is... I have a couple of these stat increase items that I got last time. So, magic resistance... Is there a way to... Yeah, I can convoy, but I have to use another character. So one of them is strength, and one of them is magic resistance. I think magic resistance wants to go to... like, one of my paladins. Ike's is 13. Titania is only 8. Titania might be a good choice for that, because her resistance is low for some reason. His is only 7. That's why Kieran was getting destroyed by mages. So the thing is, Oscar and Kieran are linked support level-wise, so they often go together to the front line, so I'm going to use it on Kieran, since he's often in the front line and has to eat magic hits. So that's what we'll do, and then this strength one is, like, huge. Like, a strength increase is amazing, and then the question is, like, do I wait to use it until I... wait and see, you know, after they get their level ups, who has gotten unlucky with strength increases and who needs it. And I also may want to use it on the person that I use the occult scroll on. That's already strong, so I think I, like, save it and then use it. Kieran's only 17. What's Astrid at? 15. I think I just use it on Astrid, honestly. She's going to level up so much quicker with her Paragon ability that I don't think I'll regret it. She also may end up being the one that gets the occult scroll. It would probably behoove me to wait and see, you know, around level 15, who's, like, either has the most strength and I want to just make them even stronger, or who has fallen behind and needs it to be viable, and and then use the occult scroll on the strongest one. But I think I'm literally just going to throw it on Astrid, because she's going to be like the first one to get to level 20 with her double experience thing, so I'm just going to do that and not really think about it and hope that I don't regret it. So let's do that. Give her this. Takes her from 15 to 17 strength. So now she's on par with the rest of the paladins, even though they're actually a little bit ahead in level. She's the same as Kieran, while being 2 levels ahead, and she is a little bit behind Oscar, so I mean that's fine. Titania would have been a good choice too, but anyway. Last thing I have to do. Once per chapter I can forge a powerful weapon, and come the last couple of chapters I'm going to want to use these very powerful weapons to make sure that I can successfully clear those chapters. And seeing as I can only make 1 weapon per chapter, I need to like make 1 every chapter so that I have enough to go around come the end. I have not been doing that, so I need to do that now. They are also rather expensive, so I've already made a sword for Ike. I've already made a tome for Soren. I'm going to make a strong axe to give to one of my paladins this turn, this chapter, and then I'll probably make a strong silver lance next, and then I'll consider making some of these thrown weapons too. But let's just make a baller silver axe so we can make the attack go up. That's not that expensive. The hit, if I can get it to like 100, it only goes to 95. That's still not bad. I'm looking to spend like a little less than 10,000. The weight goes down. Oof, the crit. Just putting some crit on it, that's like too much. But putting some crit on it even makes it that much better, so that's about what I want to spend. That's a very powerful axe that I'll give to somebody. I do get to name it. I named the sword Ike's Sword, but I don't know who I'm going to use this on, so I just need the name of a cool axe. I can think of a few cool axes from history or other games that might be worth using, but what I'm going to name this one is Coral Howl. And if you get that reference, good for you. You can feel free to Google it too. Okay, I'm stupid. I'm like, wait a minute, why does that not look right? So, it's, yeah, I'm like, what am I missing here? Sorry. It is, Jesus, this menu is so hard to navigate. Hello? There we go. It is Gore Howl. I don't know why it's so hard to say. I'm already losing my mind when I play this game for a couple chapters in a row. I start to lose my mind. But anyway, Gore Howl. That's what we're naming our axe. Look it up if you want. That's a cool name for an axe, I think. That's just to identify it in my convoy so that I know that it's the upgraded axe without having to like look at the stats. And we get to change the color on it too, which is pretty cool. Some of these look awesome. I particularly like that white. I think we're gonna go with this red though. Kind of a blood red, matches the color of the actual Gore Howl. So we'll do that. Just go into the convoy for now, along with my other crafted weapons. So I have, just so you can see, I have Ike's Sword, which is quite powerful. Extra hit, extra crit, reduced weight, extra damage. And then we just made our Gore Howl, you can see right there. And then right here is Raijin is the other one we made. So extra hit, extra crit, reduced weight, extra damage. That's going to be a very strong tome to give to Soren for the later missions. So that uses up a lot of our gold, but we have a ton of stuff in the convoy, so I don't need to buy things every turn anymore. And we can keep crafting a couple more powerful weapons to use as we approach the end here. But that should take care of the pre-mission setup. So 40 minutes in, if you're looking for action, you're not finding it here, but there will be action soon. So let's save and let's get into it. we will end. We'll probably have some dialogue coming up before the mission, but let's see what we got here. What? What is he saying? Oh my gosh. That's a lot of enemies. Alrighty, so here we go. For this mission, the bonus objective, the bonus objectives are to clear within 12 turns for 300 bonus experience, and we lose 20 for every turn that we go over, and also to keep the priests alive. So there's 18 in total. We get 20 extra bonus experience for everyone that stays alive, and the way to do that is, so these priests, these ones don't seem to have any weapons or anything. Not sure exactly how that's going to work. That one is a psychic I can maybe steal. But what you can do is you can move up next to them and then shove them out of the way. So if I do that, that'll clear a path. Now we have all these chests to open. I think what I want to do is Silent Staff. We do get reinforcements that come out. A thief comes out of the right room, according to this guide I'm looking at. This guide has been wrong, actually, almost more times than not, with where the reinforcements come from, how many reinforcements come, and when they come. But I'm thinking that if they come from the right, then I'll want to send Volk right first. There's also a thief right here. If he steals more than 2 items, then I need to steal them from him with Volk before he escapes, or else I lose them. So I'll probably just want to send units over and kill him first if possible. Thunder, Iron Blade. Oh yeah, these are the priests that I need to not kill. I'm not sure. I mean, it looks like these ones don't attack. What am I missing here? So I guess there's some chest keys that drop as well. The boss does not move, but he has a killer axe and a killer bow, which is terrifying. I could steal the axe and then attack him directly so he can't attack back. Okay, so the priest with magic will attack, but they won't move. And if I do not kill any of the priests, I get an S rank special staff that does something cool. So we may want to do that. Now, so I think I'm gonna push left first, get rid of the thief, so I don't have to worry about him. And then if I can get this chest key there, I can open these chests up without needing Volk to come over. I need to come over to get one of them. I could let the thief open this and then kill him to get the item before he opens the other two, and then use the chest key to get the other two, and then I don't need Volk at all. We'll see how that goes. Probably not even going to risk it. Same thing on this side. I'll want to clear my way in. There's an armor slayer to watch out for. The Veninax poison thing. A little annoying, but the poison doesn't tick for much, especially now. A lot of my units have like 40 or more HP, so not the worst thing to worry about. This guy, does he count as one of the priests? There's a lot going on up here, so I want to send units down here to deal with this. Okay, so there's 18 priests. Bear with me, I'm going to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So I guess Tomanami counts as a priest, so I do not want to kill him. The ones with the light spell, like these ones, will attack. Hopefully not for much damage, and hopefully, again, they don't move, so I can just keep pushing them out of the way. Alright, so this is going to be really interesting. This is like an interesting twist on things. Let me see who I'm going to take. So I can only take 11 units. Now this is, again, more like freaking Neff, man. I keep bringing her to train her up, hoping she'll be good, and she just isn't good. So even though I keep investing in her, certainly if I can only take 11 units, I'm not going to. I'm going to take Soren. He's just way stronger. I need Volk. All these other units are great. I like the idea of taking Racin and using him with Volk, so that after Volk opens a chest, I can have Racin chant him so that he can open another chest. It just makes it a lot quicker to get around the map and open everything. So he'll come. I just need to be careful that he doesn't die. Mist will come to be a healer. So I think this is everybody that I take. The only other person I would want to bring would be Titania or Tanith, but they're both already level 9 and 11, which is higher than, you know, most of these other units. So I'll try to level up these other ones. Neff's gonna sit. I'm literally sick of her. I've invested so much in her, and she's just not better than any of the other ones I have. So, like, why am I even bothering? Now she's gonna magically get twice as good. It's just not worth using. So that's what I'll do. Let me check everyone's position here. So again, I want Volk going up the right side. I need a couple people to go with him. We got Soren is good for armored units. Are there any armored knights up here? Not particularly. So then the left side, Mist and Racing need to be in the middle there. So I guess on the right side we'll send 4, 7, 3, 6. There's 6 enemies on that side, 7 on that side. So we'll do... It doesn't really matter. So I think that'll be good. The main thing is having a unit who can run straight to this thief. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can get here and then hit with a ranged attack with Jill. And that should be good. And then otherwise I'm just pushing the priest out of the way. I don't know that these ones attack without a weapon. Like, do they just like punch me? I don't want to attack. I don't want to attack them back and then accidentally kill them. So we'll have to see what happens. I'm gonna save. If we accidentally kill a priest because of that, I'll just try to quickly restart. Save over the last save. We got everything we needed from the last chapter, so that should be fine. We have a save right here. If we mess up, we need to restart. Hopefully we don't, and let's do it. Alright, so again, right off the rip, Jill going here, Javelin, perfect, gonna take out this thief. Again, I could have used him to open one chest and then killed him so that I don't need to bring Volk over to the side to get the chests, but if I had messed up and he'd opened 2 chests, then I would need Volk to come over and steal that item from him before he escaped, so I don't even want to risk it. I need somebody to either push this priest out of the way, or I need to go in this way. So who's got the mobility? Let's bring in Kieran. No, let's bring in Oscar, because he's... Actually, they're both the same amount of distance away. Let's bring in Oscar. He has a little bit more resistance to take out this guy like this. Alright, he dodges, which is nice. So I think I'm going to clear out these sides rather quickly. It may be worth dividing into 3 teams and having one to start to work up the middle, but the middle is the scariest part, so I think I just want to make sure I can clear out these sides first so that I can get everyone to regroup to tackle this middle area. Let's see. Boyd could reach with a ranged weapon and probably not get hit. Let's see if that's enough. It absolutely is, but it only has a 58% chance to hit. There's nothing else you can really do this turn, so we'll just roll the dice here. Alright, and what are the chances? Nice, we get pretty lucky there to get both of those hits. Gets that guy out of the picture, which allows Kieran to move up into this square, which allows him to use his hand axe to get a free hit here if it hits. Oh, wow, nice. He gets the crit. That's way better than I expected. I was expecting, like, either a miss, and then that guy comes and attacks me next turn, and then I miss again, and then, you know, then I'm stuck here, not able to advance. Or potentially a hit and a miss, or a hit and a hit, but either way I thought it would take 2 turns, so that's really lucky. Then we can move up, push the priest, clear out this room, get the chest key from back here to get 2 of those, and then Volk will have to come over and get the other one after. But let's do the same thing on this side. So Soren should be able to take out that guy. Oh yeah. That short axe does quite a bit, but it's also not very likely to hit, so hopefully it doesn't hit. Soren just going to use regular old thunder, dodge, and then attack again. Gets rid of that guy, which is great. Just move him one away for now. Alright, so now what I'm going to have to do is clear a path. I want to get Volk as far forward as possible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he could technically move 1 more square. I'll need to push this priest, so I'll need to kill that mercenary. Oh yeah, Volk can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so he'll be 1 short. Either way, if I can't push that priest. Not too worried about this guy. He has an armor slayer, but I don't have anybody with armor that I need to worry about. I could do the whole race enchant thing, but I don't think that's going to help me here. Alright, so let's see if I have anybody that can take out that guy at range. Javelin, not going to be enough. Astrid with the bow, not going to be enough. So, damn, that guy comes out pretty far, unfortunately. Could any of these go far enough to then come back and get cantoed? and then go back in and get him? No. So I'm just going to have to commit 2 units to taking him out. I'd rather Astrid gets the kill, so we'll do Marcia first. She does Javelin. I have to be real careful not to misclick and hit one of these priests. So Marcia going to go in on this guy. Maybe she crits. No, that would have been very nice, but she does not. So we do that, and then we back her up, and then Astrid can move in here, do her steel bow. Yeah, her steel bow to get this kill. 100% chance, that's good. Alrighty. Gets a level up out of that, so she's getting caught up real quick with that Paragon ability. Skill and HP, not the worst level up in the world, I suppose. And I'm going to put her here, which unfortunately with her bow equipped, she can't attack back, but at least she can prevent this guy. Oh, this guy can go through the priest, because those are considered his units, so that's a little bit of an issue. But Vol can go here, and I hope shove this priest out of the way. So that way I can then move up. Looks like Volt's going to get hit twice, potentially 3 times, so that could actually be a pretty big issue. So we'll have to be a little careful. Other than that, Mist doesn't really have anyone that she can heal for the turn, so she's just going to have to sit here and do nothing. I don't really want to waste the charge on the Psychic just yet, so she'll wait. Ike, I got to figure out where to send him. I guess I'll send him right, because there are a lot of units here. If I put him here, that will potentially prevent Volk from getting attacked an extra time. And then, just make sure, yeah, Mist is safe there. What about this guy? Yeah. So then Raisin can just go here, do his chant to get his XP for the turn. And that'll take care of the first turn. So let's see what the enemy does. That guy gonna go for Astrid, who can't hit back. She should be fine. It's an armor slayer. She's not technically an armored unit. Takes a little hit. She's fine. Can heal her up with Mist soon. And that's it. Wow, really interesting. I thought they were gonna do a lot more. Okay, so first of all, I'm gonna push this guy out of the way. Who should do that? I guess Oscar, just because he's the farthest away. Oh, he can't? Do I need somebody with more? Oh, maybe because he's on a horse he can't or something? I don't know. But we'll do the shove here on the priest. Gets him out of the way so that I can start moving units in. Kieran can go ahead and reach this guy. Steel axe, gonna be plenty. Iron axe, not quite enough. So we'll go with the steel. We'll hope we don't miss. This is the guy with the poison bow, so hopefully we can kill him so he doesn't poison somebody next turn when he attacks. Which we do, which is great. And actually, let me just check, because there's a... Oh, I guess the axe level up, which is up to A rank, so he's a candidate for a arm scroll if we need to at some point. This guy's silence... Okay, so it prevents the enemy from using magic up to 5 spaces away. So he's not going to do anything to anybody besides Soren, essentially, so that's nothing to really worry about. And unless I'm missing something, it's just this one guy. I know there's going to be reinforcements at some point, according to this guide that's often inaccurate. It says a tiger and a swordmaster appear on the left room at the end of chapter 2, and a cat and a sniper appear in the right room at the end of chapter 2. So, magic is the best thing to deal with tigers, fire magic specifically. I don't have Soren on this side, so let's move Jill up, and then between these 3 units, they should be able to deal with this guy and the reinforcements. I'll start moving Oscar back over. See if I can drag this guy down. If he wants to go ahead and hit Oscar, that's going to be fine with me. I can heal him up, so... And then we have this side to deal with, so Soren could move in and get a kill. He is very strong against certain units, but he's also kind of squishy as far as other units, so I want Volt to be able to get to the chest this turn. If I send in Marcia, she can get this guy and then Kanto away, or Soren can get him. No, so we'll do... Marcia's going to go here, hopefully deal with this guy. Yes. Yes, that seems totally fine. Alright, she takes a little hit, but that's no big deal. Finishes that guy off. And I'll move her right there. Now, it's pretty much no question Volk is just going to go and open this chest. As much as I'd like for him to attack and get experience, I need to get to these chests as quickly as possible so we can finish in time. We get a silver bow. That's not super useful, to be honest, because I don't have a lot of bow characters, and I already bought a bunch, but hey, it's something. Ashera can take this guy out on her own just fine, so she might as well go ahead and do that. Okay, she's getting a little low, but she should be alright. I probably should have waited to do that so that I could Kanto her up potentially to a better square, but I think I'm actually going to just bring her back. Give Mist something to heal for the turn, and make sure she's nice and healthy before I send her into combat anywhere. Now we have Ike and Soren. Nope. She can just... Oh yeah, she can... Oh, that's Mist. Mist can stay there. So Soren can't really reach anything, and I don't want to, like, put him in harm's way. What's been going on in here? What's that? Pillar is in the way. So if I move Soren there and take out that guy, then I can maybe move Ike up, which I think is what I'll do. I don't want to, you know, putting Soren in melee range like this is a little bit sketchy. That guy is a melee weapon, so no ranged weapons. I can actually start bringing Volt back too, because I could just use this chest key to get those two chests. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't want Soren to go too far up because I don't want him to get silenced, but I can put him here. He'll absolutely kill this guy. He can eat the hit if he has to. Hopefully he dodges, though. He does. And he gets some massive crit at the end for no good reason. Okay. And then, because I have the Night Ring on him, he can move again, but I'm actually going to leave him right there, and then just put Ike out in front. I have that Laguz Slayer on him, which I may use on the Laguz that spawns here, but for now I'm just going to use... I guess an Iron Blade is a little bit better than a Steel Sword. So that's what we'll do. He'll wait here, and then between him and Marcia, they should be able to eat the hits from these two. One of them will get the chest key, and then Volk will end up coming back and getting Kantoed by Rayson. So his movement is 7. Right, 7, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So Rayson will be able to reach him. Going to move over here anyway, though, and Kanto Astrid. So I'm pretty sure the right side and the left side are both going to be taken care of with who I have, but just in case, we'll send Astrid up as well. And that'll be turn, so let's see what happens now. What is this? Is this bolting? Yeah. Thank God it missed. I think the farther away you are, the more likely it is to miss. But that's kind of the scary part of that, because I'm not able to kill that guy, so I need to have everybody who's in range of him needs to be able to eat the hits. Okay. Oh, wow. So this guy comes in, Ike dodges, he gets double Aether procs, misses the first hit of the first one, but then connects, and then hits on the second Aether activation, obliterates that guy. This guy comes down from Marcia, not sure if she'll get the kill here. She gets her Vantage ability that lets her attack first. She does get hit, which is a shame because now I think she's poisoned, so I'm going to have to keep an eye on her health. But she does get the kill during the enemy turn, which means that at the start of my turn, I can go straight for the chests, which is what I was hoping would happen. Okay, yeah, this guy comes with a longsword. I don't really know what that does. I forgot to check. Thankfully, it doesn't matter. Kieran eats the hit and gets the other guy low. This guy does come down for Oscar, as we were hoping. Maybe he can dodge. He does not, so he's poisoned now. I get a big crit on him now. Take him out entirely, which is very good. And yep, here are those reinforcements I was talking about. So gonna be my turn now. Let me double check, because it says on turn 4 a thief appears in the right room, and then I get a fighter and a cat on turn 5 on the bottom left, and then 2 sages and 2 tigers at the bottom right on the end of turn 9. Because what I'm wondering is with this guy with bolting, oh, this is a soldier, so I can kill him. I thought it was this guy that had bolting, and him I cannot kill. With this guy with bolting, I can just run up and kill him, because otherwise I'm worried about moving Racing and Mist up at all, but I'm going to have to if I'm going to get reinforcements spawning down here. Otherwise I was thinking I'll just leave them down here, like, honestly, for the whole mission, but thankfully Oscar has hella movement. So he can go up here and completely eliminate this bolting guy. That will, however, leave him in range of that 1 light attack. So why don't I just heal him up first, just to make sure that he's going to be safe. Get him to full health, especially with the poison ticking on him. I don't know how many other units are going to come down. Whoa, don't go up there. I don't know how many other units are going to come down and try to hit him once I move him up. You know, potentially. I know these priests don't move, but yeah, potentially 2 longbows, a venom bow, an Elwind he's out of range of, an Elthunder he's out of range of. So yeah, he might have to eat quite a few hits here. Thankfully, I think he can do it, but he needs to go in and take out this bolting guy. Otherwise, I can't move some of my units up any farther. So come on, don't miss. Nice. Takes that guy out. A little bit of XP, and I think that was his max range. I get the bolting, which I could give to Soren, which would be kind of cool, actually. He only has 5 charges left on this steel lance, and I like using the axe on him anyway, so let's do that. Maybe I can give that to Soren. I can back him up 1 square. So it's a venom bow and 2 longbows. I'd almost rather those guys come down a little bit so that I could deal with them. So I'm actually gonna leave him here and let those guys come down and let him eat the hits. I think he should be fine with the bolting out of the picture. So let's figure out what we gotta do here. So I think Soren is gonna go and kill this feral one. I think they're weak to fire. Oh yeah. I mean, thunder would do it too. And honestly, I want the level experience, the proficiency experience for Thunder, so I'm going to use Thunder anyway. Soren is out of range of that silence from this square, I believe, so that's good. I get a proc here. Gets the kill. Good little chunk of experience. And I'm just going to back him up because I want him to go get that bolting from Oscar. And then I'll use the rest of the units here. So, assuming Ike can deal with this guy on his own, which he totally can, I'll just use the steel sword to save the charges on the iron blade, if it makes little to no difference. So we go chop, we take care of him. Oh, close to a level up. And then what we'll do is Marsha will stay up here and open these chests. Those longbows aren't going to reach her, and even if they did, she'd be fine. So we'll put her in position here to open the chest again next turn and run away. Get a baloney spell for Soren to use potentially. Now I'm going to have Volk needs to move over to the left side to be able to get that last chest. Nobody's going to reach him there. So he can just go here, and then we do Racen's Canto his chant for Kanto. And then Racing's going to transform soon, so I may want to move him up and make all my units in the middle. They're able to attack twice down the middle. Astrid's good to move again, so she can start heading towards the middle, I suppose. Volt going to go as far as he can. I'm just going to go around those priests. Or I could have Rolf come down and shove this one. It would make it a little quicker. But I don't think that's actually going to be the play. I mean, there's 3 enemies. Yeah, so I need him. So, okay, this is the one with the chest key. So if I could get that on Jill, that would be best, because she's the most mobility, I think, to be able to get back after opening the chests. So, yeah, let's go for that. And then I'm a little worried about that, that Laguz, that, like, tiger enemy up there. I'm not sure how much damage he's gonna do. So maybe I should have checked that first. I also wanted to check to see what that longsword did, just out of curiosity, but too late now. Could always just Google it if I really cared, but I don't care that much. Wow, God, that's so annoying, man. When you level up and you get no stats at all, it just sucks. But anyway, it is what it is. We'll put her here to get the chest next turn. Let's see about this Laguz. If I do Steel Axe, oh boy. Yeah, that thing is strong. And I don't have Soren here to deal with it. Whew. So, he's gonna do yay. I could eat a hit, no problem, but if I... How much damage does that guy do? That guy has a Laguz Slayer, actually, which I think does extra damage to wyverns for some reason. So what I'm gonna want to do is actually take him out. Only a 55% chance. Kieran could do it from here, though. Not enough. Iron Axe does not get the double hit. That's not enough either. So we'll go in here. Boyd, next turn, if he gets hit for 15, will be totally fine. So he'll hand axe here. Hopefully at least one of these hits. Good. Nice, they both hit. So I don't have to worry about the Laguz Slayer going over and hitting Jill. Even though she's not a Laguz, I think her Wyvern counts as one. On one of the levels where I was, where Ike had a Laguz Slayer and I was attacking Wyvern Knights, I noticed it lit up, so... but I think Jill should be fine to eat a hit from the Feral one. I don't think any of these longbow units are going to reach. No, they can't go through the wall. And then... Kieran does not want to attack. Well... He would take 12, and then he would potentially take 12 again next turn. I'd rather not. I'm just going to wait. Oh, I can do, yeah. Let's get some poke damage in here. I'm still going to save that short axe for emergencies, even though it would be better here. We have 6, 6, 6, 6. So let's see what happens, just to get some damage in and not take any damage back. So that's good. Any one of these 3 could eat 1 hit from this thing just fine. So it'll be up to him to choose who he wants to attack, and then I'll attack back, and then I'll be able to finish him off next turn. So that takes care of this turn. Let's see what happens now. I think this is the light guy. Yeah. Oh no! I have a javelin equipped. No, 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 no. Oh, no. So now I don't get that staff. I really wanted to get that staff for letting nobody die. I had considered that he would attack me. I didn't consider that I would attack him back and kill him. Oh, shoot. I mean, I could just say screw it and keep going, but, I think I'm just gonna restart real quick. Damn it. Oh, I'm so tempted to just keep going, because I don't want this to turn into like another 2-hour recording, but I want to try to do this the right way. So we did save right before, so we just go back, load our save. And and just go straight to fight. So we know what we're doing now. We're just going to kind of repeat the first little part here. Very annoying. But now I know to be extra careful. So Jill going to come in and javelin the thief again. Get him out of the way, that's fine. Almost contemplating sending Soren left this time since I have Ike with the Lagoo Slayer. But I think I'll just do the same thing. So here we go. Boyd goes up, Iron Axe. Sure. Gets rid of this guy. Eats the hit. Or dodges is good too. And then who's gonna get the kill? I think we did Oscar last time. Not that it matters, I don't have to do it the same, but Steel Axe. What about the Lance? Yeah, Lance is 99% chance, so as much as I'd rather get the experience with the axe. It's only a 74%, so we'll just do the steel, just to make sure to kill this guy. Gets the crit, so definitely gonna kill this guy. What's this guy's movement again? 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So he needs to stay there so that Kieran can go here. And then I remember last time we got so lucky with this hand axe crit that just made everything so much easier on this side. Don't know that that's going to happen again. Kinda doubt it. Yep. But at least it gets him to less than half health. Hopefully I can hit again next turn when he comes to attack me. And hopefully that doesn't get me too low, because when that feral one comes out there, that's going to be a little scary. But we know what we're doing on this side too. So I believe it was Soren first. Just blasts this guy. Hopefully dodges the hit. Looks like he's getting a crit, so... Oh, yeah. And then he can Canto back a little bit. So that makes space for Marcia and Astrid to take out this guy here. Let's hope we hit. And one more. Good. So then she backs up just a bit to allow Astrid in here. Do steel bow, guaranteed kill, good. Okay, the super big overkill crit there. And then if I remember correctly, she cannot get back far enough to get cantoed from racing. She gets HP and speed on the level up this time. I don't remember what she got last time. Yeah, because what's his movement? 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so he's a little short of being able to reach her. So she just goes here, and I can't switch her weapon either, so she just has to wait. And then Ike cannot reach to push. Volk goes up, he shoves. And then Ike goes here to run interference, even though those enemies didn't even move last time. Not gonna burn the charge of the psychic. Gonna wait and then chant for XP for the turn. Great. And then we end turn. This guy hits Astrid, who eats the hits. Hit. And then they end. Oh no, because I didn't kill this guy, so this guy's gonna do something. Really hope I kill him here too, because I can move up to shove, so... Nice, don't miss. And then we are free to proceed essentially as we did last time. I don't know why that takes so long, it's kind of weird. Alright, so... Don't remember exactly how we did this last time. We did Marcia here, Marsha goes... Boom. Oh. No. Yes. Alright, Marsha gets rid of this guy. Good. Good. And then since that guy is dealt with, we cancel her forward so that Volk can go for the chest. Then we get the other two chests with the chest key on Marsha. We get our silver bow. And then it was Soren here so that I can move up in front of him. We do Thunder. We hopefully dodge the 10 again this time. Nice. Adept proc, I think that was. That little extra animation. Alright, so that's good. I could Kanto him back, but I'm not going to. I'm going to leave him to deal with the Lagoos. Ike goes up. Ike swaps to Iron Blade to deal with those other two enemies if needed. He waits. Astrid switches to Axe for Axe proficiency. Gets this kill right here. Chop. Chop. Very nice. And then, what did I do with her? Cantoed her back to the middle, I think? Yeah. We do that. We let Mist give a heal for the turn to get experience. What I might actually do this time, too, is... Whoa, not with Mist. So is Astrid... No, she's still one square short. I might use Astrid to bait this guy down and then kill him, and then that way when Oscar comes back... So what I want to do, where I messed up last time, is I ran in to get this guy, and then I didn't Kanto back. And I specifically didn't Kanto back because I wanted these longbow guys to come down so I could pick them off. But I should have Kantoed back, because leaving him there with the weapon equipped, when this guy hit me, I attacked back. So I need to be able to Kanto back far enough to where when this guy hits me, I don't have a weapon that can attack back, so I need to get out of javelin range, basically, is what I'm saying. So I need Oscar to run up from, like, you know, here, somewhere where he has enough extra movement left over to get far enough back. It's basically the difference. So, Rayson will chant from here, because he needs to be able to reach Volk for a chant on the next turn. And then... See, Astrid could lure this guy down, but then if she can't kill him on her own, he is gonna destroy these guys. But I'm gonna do that, and hopefully I don't regret it. Because Boyd's gonna move up and shove. And then... I don't remember who I did last time. I think I did... I guess I didn't do Jill. I guess I did Kieran up. Steel Axe, that's enough. And then I'll move Jill in, and then I'll leave the three of them there to deal with the two reinforcements. Get a crit. Nice. And then I'll move Oscar back to the middle to help out with Astrid, just in case somehow Astrid can't deal with him. I don't want that guy to, like, one-shot Rayson or Mist. So Kieran up to A rank on the Axe again. That's good. Jill moves up. Wait for reinforcements. Would be a lot easier if I had Oscar here to deal with them. And I feel like Astrid would be fine to kill this guy on her own, but, like, just in case, let's not do anything stupid. So that's what we'll do. We get... Oh yeah, the bolting guy. Forgot about him. Oh god. Oh, thank god she dodged. Because if that got her low and then the Venenax guy came in, that could have been bad. And that's why I needed Oscar to charge up and get that bolting guy, but... Alright, get an ether pop on this guy again. Not two in a row this time, but we got one. Decent amount of XP. This guy comes for Marsha. And again, if Marsha can get the kill, gets her vantage point here, does get poisoned. No, and it misses. So if she had killed him and gotten the chest key, then she could have begun opening chests immediately this turn, so it's going to take an extra turn for her to get back. Thankfully, Ashera dodges. Does not get poisoned. Attacks twice, gets that guy very low, so it does look like she would have most likely been able to deal with him on her own, but again, better safe than sorry. This is the longsword guy. Does a little bit of damage. Not a ton, does not die. Now I can check what the longsword does, if I remember this time. Here come the reinforcements from both sides. Marcia takes a tick of poison damage. I will remember to check what the longsword does. Oh, so it does do extra damage to horse units, so that's a little scary. We're gonna do Kieran being a little low is kind of sketchy, but 65% chance, 75. Oh no. Yeah, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I want to send him up here again to deal with this guy, right? No, he doesn't kill him. How the hell did I do this last time? I think I did Boyd here with the hand axe. Oh, that's enough on its own if it doesn't miss. Because we need to get the Lagoon Slayer guy gone. Shit, I missed the first one. Oh no, what the fuck? Sorry. This is gonna be really bad now. Because I need Jill to get this guy. Shit. Let me think here. So Jill can get that guy no problem, but then Kieran cannot get this guy. And if this guy comes over and Lagoon Slayers Jill, I don't know how much, I can check how much damage it does to see if I even need to be worried or not. Oh, he does 0 damage to Jill anyway, so I don't need to be worried. Kieran's gonna do, might have to eat a hit from this feral one, but it's not gonna do 27 damage, so I could just, but then he has to eat that and this, that's right. Oh, son of a gun, that miss really messed me up. That's only a 55% chance, but it guarantees that I'll be safe. What is the range on this feral one? If I were to have Jill here, has, 9 movement, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, yeah, it's gonna get me no matter what. So Iron Axe is 75% chance to hit. This is my best bet at killing this guy so that I don't have to get attacked back from him next turn. Okay, I know what I'm gonna do. It also, if I miss though... Okay. If I miss, then I would have gotten attacked, but it's 17 health, which I think is how much that tiger did to me. So then I would have been in a lot of trouble. But what I could have done was just cantoed back with Kieran and gotten him out of the attack range of the tiger. But as it stands, he has a chest key, and he can eat a hit. Oh, but the bolting. Oh, no. If the bolting goes for him and the feral one goes for him, that might kill him. Oh, God. If I mess this up again, I'm going to be really upset. But Jill's going to go up here, get rid of this guy. Oh, wait. After she kills him, she can canto forward one and block the tiger from hitting Kieran. So even if Kieran gets hit by the bolting, I don't think the bolting is going to do 27 damage. So that's what we'll do. Get a level up on Jill, which is awesome. Then go here. Yeah, so now he can only hit either one of these. Either one's going to be safe. He's safe from bolting. What I'm going to do this time, I move Oscar close, but not close enough to murder this guy on accident. So it's got a range of 2, so it can attack up to here. And I would be able to hit with the javelin. So if I go here and wait, then I could move up, javelin that guy, kill him, and canto back far enough to avoid this guy. And then I'll just come up and push that guy out of the way. None of these guys can attack. It's just these 2 priests here that I need to watch out for. These ones have heals. and that's it. Alright, so I mean, this like doesn't seem particularly challenging. I just really made a huge mental error, and that's cost me a lot of time, but Astrid should be good here. If not, maybe Mist can finish him off with the sword, I don't know. Thankfully, we don't have to find out. Get another level up on Astrid, which is awesome. Already up to level 9. Good level up. Perfect level up. Love that. She can stay right here, and then Volt's gonna come down. Let me check the range on this bolting. Oh yeah, see, that's not great. Shit. I think I had that guy dealt with already last time. So, where did my bolting range go? There we go. So I'm gonna need to go here, which means I'm gonna be a little short. But it's still farther than I would have gotten, obviously, without the Canto. So we'll do this. I think last time I had the bolting dead by now. Or maybe I just had racing one. I think I had racing one more square over, so I was able to. I don't know. I don't even remember. It doesn't even matter. Gonna move Volk like that. Oh, I've been in range of this bolting this whole time. He's just chosen not to attack these guys. So, because again, I think the farther away you are, the less likely it is to hit. So I'll leave Mist here. Let her get a heal for the turn. Probably going to be fine to eat a hit if needed, if that bolting comes for me. And then just get rid of this red, because now it's annoying. Go up. Soren, Thunder, gets rid of this guy 100%. And I'm out of range of the silence, so that is great as well. Get a crit here? Or is that out? That's a crit. And then just start moving back. Yeah, this is the issue with this one. So I think Ike's gonna go. Guy's a little goose, but I think Ike's just gonna go take that guy out. I need Marcia now to not miss, please. I got a 100% chance with the iron, so that's what we'll do. She's already poisoned, so I need to be a little careful because she's gonna start ticking down. Especially if she gets hit again. Yeah, she's like getting lower and she's ticking down every turn, and she's gonna be here alone by herself for a while. Alone by herself. That's a redundant statement if I've ever heard one. But she has the chest key. She'll get these 2 chests and then rejoin the group. And then Ike, if you can, just deal with this guy. And then we'll bring him back down after. So Steel Sword's going to be fine. The Iron Blade's a little better and more expensive. So we'll save the durability on that while the Steel Sword gets rid of that guy. Alrighty. And then that is the turn, so hopefully I haven't messed anything up. Bolting is going to go for Kieran. And it misses, so I don't get to find out how much it would have done, but either way we're safe. Oh, very interesting. Now the Venonbow guy actually comes down, because I didn't account for that. He misses. Just fine. Longbow guy's gonna come down too. Huh. So, this is what I wanted to happen last time. That's why I had Oscar up there. I wanted these guys to come down so I could pick them off, but now they're in the way of me getting the bolting guy, and that bolting guy is gonna just get a free shot on somebody every turn. So, this is not the best situation. I think I have some things I can do about it though, so... Feral One's going for Boy. I think it was 15 damage, 14 damage. And I miss, I hit back. Do not do a lot of damage, but hopefully I can finish that thing off this turn. My turn? Yes. Alright. Marcia ticks from poison, getting a little scared of that. But we'll get this chest with her, which has a baloney spell, as I call it. We'll put her there to get the chest again next turn. Soren not going to be able to do much. I'll move him here. Ike, we'll move him down. We want to start kind of channeling everyone into the middle here. So what I'm thinking is Astrid have the range. If she could take out... this is really not great. If she could take out this guy and then get out of the way so that Oscar can move up, take out the bolting, and then get out of the way, that's ideal. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like it's going to work because her movement of 9 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Kills that guy, and then goes... Oh no, and then she would need to go 8, 9, 7. Wait, no, that's right. I'm just making extra certain because I don't want to fail it. I don't see how I didn't get it right the first time, but she goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, attacks this guy, and then she cantos back 8, 9, or whatever. And then Oscar moves up, takes out bolting, and then runs away. And then I'm not in danger of killing Light Boy again this time. So all this is predicated on her killing this guy, which 100% she can do. So that's good. Also, she is out of melee range of the light guy, so if I somehow miscalculated, then light guy can hit her, but she will not hit back. So that's good. We do that. Good, little bit of XP. And then, yeah, so we'll canto her back. Hopefully keep these longbow guys here so that I can pick them off before moving forward. Now, Oscar does Javelin on the bolting, so I don't have to worry about him. Yes. I'm like being so cautious, I'm just so afraid of making another mistake, so I'm like overly... Even though it all looks good, I'm like, what am I missing here? I gotta be missing something. But anyway, that works out. A little bit of XP, and get the bolting. We'll send it away, because... Oh wait, no. We're gonna keep that. We're gonna get rid of Steel Lance. Give bolting to Soren, and now we move him back. Is this Soren right here? It is. So let's come down this far and see how far longbows can reach. Pretty far. I just don't want them to be able to reach Racing or Mist. Racing, not transformed, not going to be able to reach. So we move Volk up to get that last chest when it's time. We see about dealing with this guy. 24. Oops. 24 plus, I guess Boyd can get the kill. 24 and 8, not, well, 8 times 2, 84% chance to hit. He takes 14. If he misses, takes 14, and then takes 14 again. He's fine. Jill takes 9. That's fine. Javelin not going to do any more than steal, so we'll do this. And do we get a crit? That would be nice. We get hit. Only 4. Jill, very strong. Misses, which I was not counting on. Has to stay there to keep Kieran safe. Boyd then goes in. What is it? Steel Axe. Oh, that's enough as long as I don't miss. And even if I do, I take 14. I'll take 14 again next turn. I'll still be alive. I can't get crit, so this is safe, even though it scares me getting that low. We hit. We get low. We hit. Okay, good. That one's dealt with. Now, this is what turn? Turn 4, because apparently one thief appears in the right room with the chests. And then on turn 5, I get stuff coming out of the bottom left. And then on turn 9, there's other stuff, but honestly, I want to be like done with this by turn 9. So, it's just Boyd is getting a little low, so I need to be careful of that. But I will be moving them down to deal with the reinforcements. In the meantime, Kieran's going to get this chest. Which has Spirit Dust. Then we'll move here to get that other chest next turn. Spirit Dust increases magic power, so that's going straight to Soren, I believe. So that's cool. And then the other thing is just to have Mist wait so that I can have Racing chant her. Just to get some experience for the turn. Alright, and now, I mean, unless, again, we made a gross oversight, we should be good, so... Yeah, that guy comes down to hit Astrid, which is fine. That guy comes down to hit Astrid, which is fine. We'll take out the two of them, I think, here, and then we'll start moving some of my units up. We'll want to push these priests out of the way. I need to send units up that can take a hit and not attack back, and then we'll clear the path to go in. Okay, so there's that thief I was talking about. Rayson transforms, so now that gives us a lot more options. Marsha getting low is a little worrisome. Don't need to worry about that thief. Going to get a tomahawk, which is quite a good weapon. So we'll send that to the convoy for later. Marsha's going to come down for healing. Need to watch out for the longbows. Looks like we're good. So then Mist can go up to heal Marsha, so she doesn't get too low from this poison. And can she Canto after this? Yes, so I'll put her here, and then I can double chant for them. I think I'm just gonna go fight this thief just for some free experience, because what else am I gonna do with him right now? Now I need to figure out this middle, so all these guys are safe. Boyd needs to come down. There's going to be reinforcements from here, so I need to watch out for that. Volt can go up and get this chest right now, and then start to come back down. I get a sleep staff, which is kind of cool. Kieran can get this chest, the final chest on the map, which has a Nosferatu, which is light magic that I don't even have anyone that can use, so we get rid of that. Canto him down as far as he can go. And then Jill, same deal. So the three of them will have to deal with the reinforcements. And now Oscar can... Do I want to use Oscar's turn or Soren's? I think I do want to use Oscar's turn. Oh yeah, I have a good idea here. So Oscar's going to go to Soren. He's going to give him the bolting for... I guess just a fire. I'll keep the thunder, even though it only has 3 uses. I'll give it back after. And then he's going to go here. And wait. Now, Soren, with his bolting that he just stole, can start to pick off some of these, like, scarier enemies up here to make it safe for me to move in. But first, what I want to do is chant with Rayson. Okay, and then I want to get these 2 longbow guys dealt with. So what I could do is Astrid with the steel bow. Make sure I'm attacking the right target. She can definitely get rid of this guy. That's perfect. Alright, good XP, and then we'll move her down, just out of fear, I guess. And then and take out this longbow guy too. So I won't use Soren because I want him to do his bolting thing. So we'll use a melee weapon. That's going to be enough as long as I don't miss. Very nice. And then, okay, good, we get an axe level up. That's cool. Move him back a little bit too. Axe level is now D, so it's still pretty bad, but it's getting better. Marsha will move up. Nobody to really fight here yet. Don't want to hit those priests. Anybody for Mist to heal this turn? Again? No. Well, actually, this may be worth using a Psychic, because I have these reinforcements coming in. I don't want these guys being too low. I don't know which... Boyd has... Well, Boyd has less health, and he takes more damage, but he's more max health, so we'll heal him. And now, let me just see what I can do with this bolting. This should be safe here. With this bolting, I don't want to go here because I don't want to accidentally attack back. I think the closer I am, the more likely I am to hit. Oh no, I mean I do, oh that's the priest, I don't want to hit him. I mean I could do 30 damage to the boss from here. And the win condition is defeat boss. It has nothing to do with like clearing all the enemies or getting to a certain tile. So literally if I could just bolt the boss from here and end the mission right now, I'm going to be good with that. The only other thing would be moving Volk up to potentially steal one of his weapons, which could be cool. And then I don't know that any of these other guys like drop anything, but I'm just going to try to do that. So I need to be out of range of this guy's light, which would be 1, 2, so I need to stand here. And then let me see if I can actually connect with this thing. Because if I hit the boss for 30, my god, I can kill him in 2 turns. So it says 86% chance to hit. Let's do it. Oh yeah, he's got the healers next to him. They're probably going to make this not a viable strategy, but I should have moved up and pushed them out of the way first, maybe, but that's alright. It's cool that that worked. We'll see what happens on the next turn. I am safe from this guy. Not going to attack back and accidentally kill him. Okay. I'm going to end turn. I'm going to do something a little strange here. I need to AFK for just a second, so we'll make it the enemy's turn, and then I'll see what happens when I get back in just a quick second here. Alright, sorry about that. I had to step away from the mic for just a second, but I did see we got those 2 reinforcements we were talking about. Marcia took a tick of damage. So let's start moving everybody in. They didn't heal, right? Yeah, so I could just bolting him again. The priest didn't heal. I could go steal that psychic staff. Like, there's other things I could be doing, but, you know, and I have 12 turns to get the maximum bonus experience, so I have lots of time left, and I could go do more things and like get more items and more experience and be a little bit more efficient with how I spend my time here. But honestly, I think I'm just going to try to bolt him and end it. Let me just see about getting a couple kills down here for some experience. So that's not quite enough, but I'm safe to do it, so we'll have Boyd hopefully get this guy low. Okay. Nice, very low, so hopefully I can pick him off here. Let's see about Jill. Can she deal with the Venom Axe guy? Oh yeah. And then a little worried about Kieran. Oh, he only takes 4, so he's fine. So yeah, have Kieran go ahead and do this. Hopefully he doesn't miss. Oh yeah, big crit. Boom. Kill that kitty. Decent XP. Canto away, we get an easy heal on him, and then Jill, go ahead and deal with this guy for some XP. I'm kind of torn because I have 6 more turns to like move up, push the priest out of the way, get to those few enemies in the back for some more experience, and maybe steal the psychic would be really cool. It would be cool to do that, but also I run the risk of missing something and somebody dying. Also, this guy with the killer axe, he's not going to move from that square. Oh, he drops the killer bow when I kill him anyway, so I get that no matter what. But the killer weapons are just scary because if he gets a crit, it's game over. So I think I'm just going to bolt and see what happens. Maybe I miss and have to do it the old-fashioned way anyway. So we'll do our heal for the turn, just to get as much experience as possible. You can stay right there, and then I should have moved, and then I was just thinking if I missed this bolting, I could chant and then bolt again. But if I hit on the first one, then I miss out on the chant and the second heal with mist. And I'd rather do that and just bolt next turn if needed. So I'll do that, and then mist. Can go heal Kieran. Just a regular heal, save the durability on the psychic. I think I have 2 psychics currently in my convoy, I believe. So those are really good because I can heal at range. So I want to bring them to like the last few missions. So it would be nice to be able to steal another one here. It's also really good for leveling her up because if she can't get within range of a unit to do the regular heal, she can psychic them. But I don't want to use it too frequently because I don't want to get to the last couple of missions and not have any. So would like to go steal that one up there, but we're gonna like play it safe. And I also think this is just hilarious to bolt this man in the face. And we do it. So that's gonna end it. Should have brought more priests or some babies. Is he implying he was gonna use babies as a human shield? That's awful. Alright, but that brings us to the end. We get a lot of boss experience for Soren. Pretty interesting mission here. Definitely could have done it a little better. We get the killer bow, which we will send back. I guess we'll keep the bolting on us, and we'll get him a fresh thunder, and just get rid of the fire that I gave to Oscar, I think is what we'll do. Yeah, definitely could have done a little better here. Already a long recording. It just seems like we're spending more and more time at the pre-mission setup stage, getting everything set up with forging weapons and getting everyone kitted out and everything. And then obviously that oversight on my part, that fail, what was I, like 20 minutes into the mission, so could have saved some time there, but a lot of these last few missions have been hitting or going over the 2-hour mark, so I'm happy to just end this one now and call it good to move on to the next mission. So got some dialogue here, let's check it out. So there we go. We get this Ashera Staff for not killing any priests. That's why I was so upset when I accidentally killed that one priest and had to restart there. So what it does is, I don't even know what it did, I just knew you could get it. It only has 3 uses. It requires S rank, which Mist does have already, and it restores all HP to all allied units, as well as restoring their conditions to normal. It doesn't range total. So that's just full heal everyone on your team, regardless of where they are on the map, at any time that you can use it. That's really good. So yeah, I'd gladly trade that for a psychic, so I don't feel as bad about not going and stealing that one psychic that I could have. I'd rather play it safe and make sure that I get this. So that's awesome. We'll be bringing that to the last mission with us. We'll send it to the convoy and finish out the chapter here. Uh-oh. I wonder what it says. What do we get? It doesn't tell us yet. A feather. What happened to Lilia? Oh boy. Is that Ike's mother? Blue hair and blue eyes? Like him in Mist? Oh yeah, and that's how Ike's mother got the medallion. Ah, yes. My mother's name. Fashabafa. How could I forget? Ah, Elena. Alrighty, well, it's all coming together now, all the various plot lines converging as we get closer to the end of the game here. So that takes care of Chapter 22. We'll save over one of our old saves here, and we'll pick it up with Chapter 23 next time. So, pretty good mission, simple mission, took a lot longer than it should have because I messed up halfway through. But beyond that, we got it done, got our awesome staff as a reward. And yeah, I'm excited to move forward with Chapter 23 next time we play. So that's all for now. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed and hope to see you in the next one. Take care.